Hi, it's me again, Sonoria, with my story, part 45, I think it is. So anyway, getting back to this spiritual stuff, because it was actually the beginning of my journey. Now, I understood, like I said, that I had a purpose for coming. And one thing that I found out over the years is a lot of cities now, because I'm from Wichita, Kansas, let's say the demons that I had battles with, the things that happened to me, the things I saw. Um, every time I go to Wichita, I have to be very careful because those same spirits are still there. And I found out that a lot of places that I have lived, when I moved from there, I went to Colorado. There were spirits there. I had different fights and demons activity with them. When I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was different spirits. Every time I go somewhere, even since I've been here in Maui, I've had some encounters, and I had different spirits that I had to do battle with. And when I say do battle, it's a spiritual thing. It's something that um, like I run into people who are possessed and they have demons in them, and they're talking and they look like me, but in their eyes, and I can see the windows of their soul is telling me this person is not the person you talking to a whole different person. And I can hear their thoughts and them wanting them to hurt me, like slap her, grab her, choke her, and they be just straining. And I said, if you if you even think about it, I will burn you up. And understanding your power, if you are experiencing any of these things and you are in spiritual battles, sometimes you don't even know that it's the person that you're fighting with. It could be your boyfriend, it could be your girlfriend, it could be your parents, it could be your sisters. You have to realize that spirits habitat the earth. They take on forms. Now, what happens is you go certain. Okay, so when you go out to party, you're gonna be around people who are drinking. Well, there's so many spirits attached to that. So you got guys in there that beat on girls. You got whores in there who sell their body. You got so much stuff going on that you don't know if a spirit attaches itself to you. If you angry, or you jealous, so many spirits that will attach to you, and how they attach to you. Now, everybody, just because you're a Christian don't mean that a spirit can't attach to you. But staying with you is what the problem is, because they can come, but that don't mean they gonna be welcome. If you don't beat it, it can't stay. People say, well, that stuff doesn't work if you don't believe in it. Don't fool yourself. Don't be naive. Listen to me. A spirit attaches to you because of the environment and the places that you go. If you go around places and you hanging out with a bunch of dope heads, next thing you know, a spirit attaches itself to you. You may start having desires. You may start wanting to be with the same sex. A lot of these spirits you don't know. You have to know the spirits that are out there. There's all kind of emotions. Every emotion you can think of, there's a spirit that controls certain areas and environments. And you have to be careful, because you won't even know that you're feeling that way. You just all of a sudden mad for no reason. Shut the fuck up. Why are you talking to me? What's she staring at? That ain't really who you are, but that's the spirit that is attached to you. It's angry, unless you show love and smiling and grinning and God's love and all that, you're not going to get rid of that spirit. That spirit will stay with you until it finds someone that's more angrier than you are. It'll jump off of you and go to another person. There's also shapeshifters. A shapeshifter is a spirit that has the ability to change its form. It can be a cat that is really a person that changed into it. It can be a dog. It could be a horse. It could be anything. And these things, they shapeshift. You wouldn't know. And there's this. You got a little Tweety bird looking at you, and all of a sudden it's pecking you. It's never pecked you before, and then it's acting crazy and it's going off, and you're like, "What the hell's wrong with this bird?" Spirits can get into anything that is living and make it a host to them. The same way they get into people, okay, they can get into animals and other things. And so you have to be careful about the things that are around you, surrounding you, because those things, portraits, a lot of times, you see portraits look like somebody's following you. The eyes on the pictures following you. Well, they probably might really be following you, and it might be a spirit that's in that picture watching you, and again, waiting. I've seen spirits that are cowards. They're humpback, and they walking slow, and they looking, and they hide behind stuff. That's a coward. Now, he's a bad spirit, but he's not confrontational. So he doesn't want you to see him. He tries to hide. There's aggressive spirits who are angry and want to battle with you and are confrontational with you. You got to be battling ready for them too, because they out there, they just growl. You can hear them almost growling at you. As soon as you walk, have you ever walked up on somebody and they just look at you and they just meme on you like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Yeah, because that person probably has a bad spirit on them, and they can detect your spirit and know that you are of the light and they're not, and they're angry at you. So you got to really have discernment when it comes to things of this nature, because these things are real. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not. It is real. I've been living all my life dealing with these battles. I'm not worried about it. God replenishes me. He guards me. He protects me. He gives me a bold heart to be able to speak to them, to let them know they're not running nothing. They on borrowed time, just like we all on borrowed time. They on borrowed time too. And how to do war with them is knowing the Bible. If you can't declare something, when Jesus was approached by Satan, he kept saying, "But it is written." That is very important, because if you don't know what's written, how can you declare something if you don't know it? So if Satan is trying to tempt me, I can say, no, it's written that I don't have to live that way, or there's no weapon formed against me to prosper. If you don't know what to say, you're going to keep being in bondage and keep on being attacked because you don't know how to free yourself. So that's going to be very important that you learn a little bit more. I'm gonna keep getting into these subjects as much as I can to try to elevate you, so that when you come across certain spirits, first of all, you need to learn how to bind and loose. I bind you in the name of Jesus from doing me and my family any harm. I bind you from being loose in this house. I loose you to go about, to leave my home, not to be here. I loose you out of this child. I loose you from this person. What you bind or loose here on earth is also loosed or binded in heaven. That's just the way it is. You got to know the word. You got to know it. You got to be confident in it. Don't be scared. You ain't got shit to be scared of. They're scared of you. And when they find out you know the way, the truth, and the light, yeah, that's what they mad about, because you didn't found a way to conquer them. But as long as they doing their thing, you're going to keep on having battles. You're going to keep on getting scratched up and beat up and everything else tossed to and fro. So hopefully the Lord will allow me to get into a deeper conversation with you to enlighten you. So I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to take a break, but I will try to continue on this journey. Okay, have a blessed night.